Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be documenting this little guy or girl, I'm not sure, a little fledgling robin. Isn't this cute? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to protect these little guys in my front yard. The mama and daddy are taking care of them and everything, but they're just right in the front yard under a pine tree. So anyway, this is the image that we're going to be working for today. Kind of an so ugly it's cute little baby robin. And so we'll get into the behind the scenes. Now I have to warn you, it is a little, I was using the 200 to 600 millimeter lens on the A7 III, and I slowed down the footage because I had it on a monopod, which it's just an unwieldy lens anyway. It's big. It's a big monster of a lens. But look at this cute little sweetie on my sidewalk. And I was using a combination of flexible spot that I would move around with a joystick and also wide. I wasn't quite sure what to use, which would be best. But unfortunately, the grass blades, oops, he tumbled there. Oh, such a sweetheart. So cute. And I was using the two little ways of focusing, the flexible spot and also wide, and the grass blades actually kind of mimic feathers a little bit, so he's camoed out quite a bit, and so it was kind of hard to get the little guy in focus without using the flexible spot. And I was just kind of playing with different options to see, oops, and that was just me kind of messing up there. But I was trying to actually kind of shoo the baby back toward the big pine tree, which has a really deep overhang and is close to the ground because it's the safest place for the little guy to be right now. And you can see the dust on my sensor. Oh, it's so bad. But anyway, this little guy just kind of stopped here and then eventually turns around and looks at me. And I have a couple more videos, but they were even more seasick making, so I decided not to add those. But this is basically the place where the little guy was when I shot the picture that we're going to edit. So let's get into the editing portion of this video. I just love birds so much. I actually wanted to be an ornithologist when I was younger. I love birds, and I saw these two little birds. Actually, I didn't see them first. My son came in and said, when he was weed whacking outside, he's like, I see a baby bird. What do I do with it? So I went out to go check to see. And of course, my heart kind of sinks because I hate to see animals suffer or anything. So I was worried. And I saw that this bird was feathered out a little bit. And I thought, okay, this is a little fledgling, and I saw the mom and maybe the dad really close. They were very vocal and had worms in their mouth. So I was like, okay, they're on under our pine tree in our yard, and I'll just stay out of their way and let the parents do their thing. So I took these images. It was very hard to photograph, as you saw in the behind the scenes, because I had the 200 to 600 G lens from Sony on a monopod. I think I'll try just a regular tripod next time because it's kind of an unwieldy big lens, and for me it's really big, and it was just a little bit too bouncy for me. But you can see that I got razor sharp images anyway, even if it was moving around a little bit. So we're just going to edit these pictures up, and they're just so cute. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? What a little cutie. Actually, they're so ugly, they're cute. They're so ugly, they're cute. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about how I would edit these images, and I'm not going to actually do a whole lot at all. They're pretty good straight out of the camera, truth be told. The only thing that I really noticed is I do have a lot of dust on the sensor, and that's just par for the course for using a camera all the time out in nature, especially if you're like me and you don't always think really well and closely about changing your lenses when it's windy, or it's windy all the time. And sometimes I don't make a habit of changing lenses outside, but it who knows, it could have happened a year ago. And with this long lens and the aperture and the bokeh and everything, it just shows up more. You'll see that on the video. So I just go in and just clean up basically anything that looks like it could be a dust spot on the lens or on the sensor. And then I think I want to give this a crop just because I want the little bird to be the main attraction there. And as usual, I'm been lately going to 16:9 because I like it to show up well on on a good, on 4K TV screen. Little sharp eyes. And then just some simple color adjustments, maybe going into, oops, what did I do? If I hit the wrong button, I can end up moving to the next one. So let's try that again. For greens, I don't want to suck the life out of this. So maybe I'll just pull some yellow out. The little guy has a lot of yellow in him, so I don't necessarily want to pull the color out of the bird either. Maybe I'll just take the green and lower the luminance a bit. I'm just trying to have the bird be a little bit more noticeable. When you have really bright grass like that, it just draws attention to itself. And then I think I'm going to take the brush and just increase the texture a little bit and the saturation a little bit and go over our little bird. Make them pop more. And now I want to look at my histogram. Is there anything I could do here? I just brushed on the bird, so I'm going to open the blacks a little bit on the bird. Oops, that's too much. Maybe just shadows. That's better. I just want to remove some of that clipping. And then I could go in here and just do a little bit of vignette around the bird. We're going to want to invert this. Whoops, what did I do? Again, I'm just crazy today. I'm trying to turn it. That's what I was trying to do. And we want to invert it and lower the brightness on the grass to make the little guy pop. And then since we're working on the outside, I can lower the texture, kind of just enhance the bokeh. I'm going to hit the O for overlay just to make sure that I'm not painting on the bird or that that's spilling onto the bird. Oops, not 0 stars. I want 5 stars. It's trying to adjust the mask here. Let's try that again. And, oops. For whatever reason. There we go. So I'm going to take the eraser tool and just go over the bird itself to make sure that the bird isn't part of that vignette. My problem was I was hitting the 0 key instead of the O key. They're very close on the keyboard, right next to each other, and I hit the wrong one. And then I might just warm up the entire image just a hair. Just a cute little baby. I hope they do okay. Anyway, thank you for joining me for this quick and easy edit.